Okay, thank you all for joining. Okay, so I was asking the other time, but let me know where you're joining me from. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know. Let me know. How are you doing? Thank you for your patience. I'm so grateful, but I know that you're going to learn something. You're going to get something today. I'm so sure about that. Let me know where you're joining me from again. Okay, I remember somebody said I'm joining from Akure the other time. Okay. Someone said back on the other time. Okay. Mute. All right. Okay. Okay, please, if you can hear me, let me know. Can you just drop a chat from me? Okay, Dami said I'm from Ibadan. Dami said from Akure. Let me know where you're joining me from this evening. Just few minutes, then we can hear you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can just start from there. All right, okay, so let me tell you the truth. I have my assistant here, and she's just going to be around me. So if you don't mind, please just permit her. Is that okay? Because I want to see where my screen is. I want to share my screen with the people. Okay, so let me see. Where am I? Okay, so what we want to discuss this evening is the business of marriage. Is that okay? And I know that you will hear the business of marriage and you're going to learn something this evening. The business of marriage. I started by saying that I was just thinking one day, looking at the business, my husband and I started a business, and I was looking at it that 4 years, so this business is doing good. You get so I was looking at this man, my husband, you get, and I was like, okay, this way this man is working. So I was trying to see, okay, what if I look at everything he's doing, I said, if we put this thing in marriage, I said, marriage is going to be fruitful. Marriage is going to be thriving if we do what he's doing. You understand? Okay, so that's the reason for this um this discourse, or this what I'm doing with us this evening. So I'm going to start by telling you that every marriage, I looked at this, and I'm doing my work on this, and I see that every marriage is a potential business powered by teamwork. You're going to understand this as I go on. So the objectives of my teaching this evening is I want us to look at marriage from the framework of a thriving business, and just look at. I'm being intentional about my choice of word this evening. I'm being intentional because I just said thriving business. And by the word thriving, I mean a business that goes beyond healthy profit margin, but a business that have significant positive impact on the people, on the society at large. Is that okay? So I want to look at marriage. We're going to look at it from the framework of a thriving business. So this evening, I want to place marriage. I want to place it side by side. I want to place marriage side by side, the thriving business. I want us to see the similarities and how we can leverage on the knowledge of business to build an effective family. I want us to see, because there is something the business people know. There is something that a thriving business know. There is something about, there's something they know that is making their businesses to work. And I want to show you this evening that if we can put this in our marriages, in our relationships, our marriages will thrive. So that's what we want to do this evening. Okay, so I want to give you the definition of business. I'm going to be using these wonderful scholars. I want to give you the definition of business from their perspective, what they view or what they said about business. So that's what we're going to start from this evening. So they said Business is the organized efforts of individuals. Business is the organized effort of individuals to produce and sell for a profit the goods and services that satisfy society's needs. Business is the organized effort of individuals to produce, to sell for a profit goods and services that will satisfy not just them, but the society at large. Is that okay? So from this definition, let's look at what successful business people, what they know. You know, how do you know? How are we going to know? How is a business going to succeed? So the first point I want to bring out, if you look at that definition I gave you the other time, I said it's the organized efforts of individuals. So the first thing you need to know is that for a business to thrive, the individuals in it, they matter. It's the same thing for marriages. Any marriage that will last, the individuals in it, they matter. The quality of the individuals involved will determine if a marriage is going to thrive or not. The quality of the individuals, it matters. Actually, this is the truth. There is nothing called good marriage or bad marriage. What we just have is good people or good individuals in it or bad individuals in it. Marriage is marriage, but it's the people, because marriage will only take the shape of the individuals in it.
You know, she was not conscious of people that needed to be sharing it.
Okay, so please. Okay, I was hearing the voice. Okay. If you're hearing me, please let me know. Marriage will only take the shape of the individuals in it. Okay, so the quality of the individuals. Okay, so let me just take this. Let me do this briefly. I want to take out of the varieties of or different forms of marriages of businesses that we know. I want to take two out of it. I know there are three main types of marriages, of business. Three main forms of business. We have the sole proprietorship. I'm trying to get that out. Okay, we have the sole proprietorship, we have the partnership, we have the corporation. That's the corporate one. See, when you talk about sole proprietorship, you're talking about a type of business structure where an individual is an individual that owns the business. That same individual is the one that operates it. The profits, the losses of that business is solely responsible, as in is solely the responsibility of a person, of an individual. Is that okay? And when it comes to partnership, that's another type of business. It's owned by two or more individuals. Is that okay? They manage it, they operate it. And I love this definition here. It said they operate it in accordance with the terms and objectives set out in a partnership deed. So when we talk about partnership business, we're talking about each partner, they contribute to all aspects of a business, including money, property. You understand? Labor, skill. And in return, these two or more individuals, they share the profits. They share the profit and they bear the losses. Is that okay? Of the business. See, this is it. Every one of us, the manufacturer made us. It created us as an individual. So as an individual, you are doing business with yourself. You are a product on your own. You're a product on your own. See, the challenge we have is that in businesses, when a manufacturer manufactures anything, you will discover that they always send what we call a user manual. There's a manual, there's a guide that they send with every product they manufacture. The same thing, it's with individuals. When the creator, our maker, when he made us and we have a manual. See, the manual that goes with every product explains how you're going to care for that product, how you're going to handle that product. But the challenge with individuals going into marriages is that you don't know yourself yet. Look at it. A user manual is designed for an end user to use your product or to use the product or service properly, or to find solutions to problems that arise through use. That manual, inside it has the ability to educate consumers about the product's functionality. A user manual is a document, and that document contains information about the care and the operation of a product. That's why you will buy some product and they will tell you, keep it under this particular temperature. Is that okay? Keep it. This is how you're going to use it. There's some product that they will tell you, make sure you charge it before you use it. The challenge with individuals is that we've not taken out time to write out, to have a document that speaks about how we are going to be used, how we operate, how somebody is going to care for us, how we want to be cared for. Listen, we don't have that manual. See, it's not about I know this is the way I want to be loved. This is the way I want to. This is how you're going to care for me. No, you've got to take time to write it down, have a document. Is that okay? Because it's a manual. A lot of times we've not worked hard to have that document. So we need to have a document that is called the user. So this is how you understand yourself. So we have individuals going into marriages that don't understand who they are. You know, we had challenge with the network at first. And you know, I had to change base. I came back to the office. So when I got here, you know, it was a lot because they were trying to, my wonderful team, they were trying to, you know, schedule another meeting. Let's say we can start again, you know, that kind. And you know, my husband was around too, trying to, you know, pet me and say, okay, don't worry, it's going to be fine. But you know what? It was telling me to smile. You know, I found it difficult to actually smile because I felt, no, I didn't like what was going on. But guess what made me smile? I just went to check my picture on my DP and I saw these beautiful girls. I said, wow. And I just started smiling. Is that okay? See, because I just love the person I was seeing as when I saw the picture. Do you understand? Okay, so when you look at yourself, the thing is that you want to get into marriage and you want somebody to love you when you don't yet love yourself. You want somebody to understand you when you don't even have an idea. You don't know yourself. Do you understand? So see, that's why I tell people, if you're still single, get to know yourself, to love yourself, to care for, before another person comes in. If you're married now, it is not late. Get your pen and paper. And you know what? That's why we have professionals who can help out. There's somebody to help you out with your user manual, because you need that manual so that you can hand over a document to your spouse so that they read about you. They know, okay, this is our personality, this is his personality, this is his love language, this is our love language. Because the fact that I love to be, word of affirmation is my love language, does not mean that is the way my husband or my spouse wants to be loved. So, but if my husband has his own user manual and I see his own love language, my responsibility is to love him the way he wants to be loved. But what happens when he doesn't even know his love language? Or I don't know mine. You understand? Some of the things that do cause issues in marriages is all these little things that we don't take time to know about ourselves. So that's a document. Is that okay? And we need to understand that. Okay, so I'm trying to go to the next. Okay, so I said you're a product, and you need to understand what your user manual is, and we'll go from there. Marriage only takes the shape of the individuals within it. There is nothing like a bad marriage or a good marriage. You understand? When we say, oh, that marriage is bad, all we are saying is that there are two people there, or one person is there upsetting somebody, or you understand, causing issues or drama, or people who do not understand themselves that are in that marriage. So for you to win in marriage, it starts with the quality of individuals in that marriage. And you know something about business people? The truth is this: marriage is not, when a business, it will get to a time that a businessman feels like, this is my business, I want to move it, I want to expand. You understand? So what a businessman would do, or a businesswoman would do, is that they will carefully select a partner. When they want to go into a partnership, they will carefully select a partner that they can work with based on the expertise that they need. They carefully choose a partner to run with, to work with, somebody that they can work together and they can live together, that they can do business with. But sometimes in marriages, we don't carefully choose. Sometimes parents do choose for us. Sometimes friends for us. Please, can I just mute that? Can that person just mute? Okay.
I think you can mute everyone. You can mute.
Can we just mute everyone, please? Can we just mute everyone?
So,
all right. Okay. So, thank you. So friends are choosing for us in marriage. And see, the truth is this: all of these, it's not as if it's bad. For a friend to choose for you, you meet somebody, you meet people, true people, you meet friends, you understand? But if somebody should choose for you, should you not just settle down with that person without you asking yourself, do I really want to go with this person? Is this the person that can I partner with? Can I work together with this person? Do you understand? The fact that somebody introduced someone to you does not mean you should settle with that person, like not without thinking. Because in marriages, what happens most time is that we are in a hurry. Somebody is looking at the time. Somebody is looking at the age. And I'm telling you, age, time, all of this does not matter when it comes to marriage. See, there is nothing as beautiful as you going into marriage with your friend, with somebody you can conveniently work with somebody that you can easily love. There's nothing as beautiful. So see, carefully choose your partner. Is that okay? That's what, because a businessman, that's what a businessman would do. So don't be in a hurry when you want to choose a partner. Take your time. So the second thing that makes businesses to thrive is a well-defined purpose. If a businessman will partner with anybody, they will sit down. If you look at that place where I wrote it on about partnership, it said it's a type of business structure where two or more individuals manage and operate a business in accordance with the terms and objectives set out in a partnership deed. The business people, they always have they define the purpose of that relationship, of that partnership. Sometimes we get into marriage or we start a relationship without a defined purpose. And see, the truth is this, you don't call it an abuse if you start up something without defining it. If the purpose of a thing is not known, bills is, you can avoid it. It's inevitable. Is that okay? So I want to define, why am I going? Why am I going into a relationship with this person? Why do I want to go into a relationship with this person? Why do I want to say yes to this man? Is that okay? Why do I want to, why am I going into a relationship with this person? Sometimes when you ask people that question, you know, it's so funny, the kind of answers that you get. You get, sometimes I ask couples, why did you marry your spouse? Or I ask intending couples, why do you want to marry? Why do you want to marry this person? Apologies. So you ask, you ask people, I ask people, why do you want to marry this person? And the next thing you are hearing, different responses, different answers per time. Somebody will tell me, I want to marry him so that he can take care of me. That person does not need a husband or a wife. You only need a sponsor. Do you understand? Another person will say, I just need somebody who can cook well. Is it possible to unmute everybody?
Pastor D, you can mute everyone yourself. Pastor D, you can mute everyone yourself.
All right, so you want to ask people, why do you want to marry this person? They say, I need somebody that can cook very well. No, it's not a wife you want. It's a cook that you need. Somebody wants to get married and say, I need somebody who is homemaker, somebody who can clean and tidy up the house very well. No, that's not the purpose. That's not the reason why you should get married. All you need is just house help. Because that's a job it's somebody who can help, house help can do. Is that okay? You see some people that they say the reason why I want to marry is because I love children. I just love kids. That's not the reason. It's not a reason for marriage. Because sometimes discover that if the purpose is selfish, the other person will be there will be clashes. The purpose for marriage must be bigger than you two. It must be more powerful. If you ever want to see any marriage that will last, the purpose must be stronger than you both. And the truth is, I can't really tell you that this is the purpose for your marriage. You're going to find out but you must ensure that the purpose why you want to go in with that man or that woman, or the purpose why you are in that marriage, if it's going to last, there must be a purpose, there must be a reason. And that reason must be such that will bring out the best in you both. It must be bigger than you both. My marriage is going to be 12 years in December. By December, we're going to be 12 years. But I was friends with my husband for like 7 years before we eventually got married. But you know that when we were in courtship, we were always making these statements that we're going to feed the nations. We said it it became like our sister. We were saying it, we were praying it, we are feeding the nations. We are feeding the nations. Until I started looking at business, as I started comparing business and marriage, I didn't even understand that was our purpose of coming together. And that purpose is beyond us, it's bigger than us. I say, when I look at something happened, I think a few months ago, and we had to feed some people. And it dawned on me that, wow, what we were saying then, when we didn't have anything, when it didn't look like it, I didn't believe it, but it was just happening. And we were even started. Because we said we were always saying we are feeding the nations. We are feeding the nations. Even when we had issues, white cotton, that statement was so powerful that issues did not separate us. So your purpose must be stronger than you, must be bigger than you for your relationship or your marriage to actually last. Is that okay? Okay, so the third thing I'm going to talk about is branding. Is that okay? Businesses, if you see any tribal business, there's something called branding. They brand their businesses. They brand, you see, and branding is the process of creating a distinct identity for a business. Process of, see, you've got to brand your marriage. You've got to brand your marriage. Is that okay? Now look at what I put here. I said at its core, branding consists of a company's name and logo, visual identity, design, mission, values, and tone of voice. All right, okay, so, so I put something here. I said, brand your marriage, give it a name. See, because the name you give your marriage will determine the tone of voice that you're going to be using in that marriage. For example, the royalty family, the royalty couple. I'm telling you, a lot of marriages are bored because a lot of people, individuals in marriages are bored because there's nothing they are looking up to. See, you understand? But see, when you branch your marriage, you give it a name. You understand? You will discover that you have assignments to do. For instance, there's a way. Okay, the meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay, let me just hurry up. For instance, there's a way marriages, there's a way royalty speak, there's a way royalty eats. So if your marriage is called is royalty family or you are royalty couple, royal people, they don't shout at each other. They talk with respect. The way they carry themselves. So my dear, brand your marriage. Give it a name. Give it a logo. How many of you know that there are some couples you look at, the moment you see them, or you see one person, you already know that, no, it's the same clothes they are going to wear. Because that's their logo. Do you understand? So brand your marriage. Okay, so let me just hurry up so that I'll be able to touch a number of things before we leave, okay? Issues. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is business introduction. See, there is a brief, there's a way companies, there's something we call the elevator speech or whatever. Do you understand? There's a way you can briefly introduce themselves to their potential customers. There's this brief introduction about your marriage. Get a book, a pen, and a paper, and write something about your marriage, about your family. You understand? For instance, if you ask my kids, for what is like this family, what do we stand for? They will tell you, I'm telling you, even my 5-year-old will tell you, we are leaders, we are lively, we are likable because we love God. So see, the things that used to interest me about them is when my girl is telling the brother, why are you looking like this? And you'll be doing like an adult. Why are you looking like this? Does this represent us? We are always lively. This is Baba Tunde Ajagbe's family. Do you understand? And it's fun. That's a little way, just a little way, a brief introduction of our family. Give it a brief introduction. Is that okay? Write something about your family. And I love this part. Business plan. Thriving businesses, they have a business plan. It's not the same thing as business introduction. A business plan is comprehensive. It contains the vision of the marriage, the goals, you're going to achieve the goals, the values. You understand? And a plan is a document. Every marriage that will last must have a plan. A document that is written. Is that okay? That is written. You need to have it. You understand? Don't just run your own without having this document. What are you seeing in your family? What are you seeing in your marriage? Is that okay? What is your family vision? Have you written it down? Is it clearly written? Is it something everyone knows? Is it something everyone can see? How often do you talk about it? And don't forget that your vision must be bigger than you. If it's something that is not, that is just something you guys can do in a year, that's all. You understand? But the beautiful thing about business plan is that you should always be a document that you can review. Your family values. What are the values? What are the habits that will help you achieve your purpose? I could have loved to show you how we write all of this, but I can't now because of time. But you need it. Is that okay? There's something we call the DNA codes. Why you turn your values into a code that you can always talk about. There's something we call the legend. A story. You can turn your DNA codes into a story so that your families can understand it. There's something we call the family routines and rituals. All of this must be in your business, in your marital plan. Is that okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about is business mentors. Is that okay? You need a mentor. Every thriving business owners that you see, they have mentors. You see, there are some people who have this knowledge, they have this experience, they can help you navigate the issues that you have. You know, I know in advanced countries they always go for medical checkups a lot, but in Nigeria you have to push people. You understand? But see, people still try and go for medical checkups, but I discovered that people don't go for marital checkups. My husband will tell me that a sickness that's probably 1,000 naira worth of drug will solve. You understand? Those people, they won't come to the hospital at that time until it is almost late. That they will have to rush them to the ICU, so that the blood pressure could have been controlled. And ICU, you won't spend 1,000. No, it's in millions. You understand? So see, something that an issue that a professional can help you solve. That's at the early stage. It can be solved. You guys some people, individuals, in partners, they will leave it until it will become a big stuff that they won't be able to handle again. And the next thing, somebody is saying, "I'm leaving." See, if you're just to be married, get a coach, get a mentor, get a professional that can help you in your marriages. If you're married already, don't keep boxing it. No, speak up, speak out. Is that okay? And see, I'm going to close with this. In businesses, there's always transactions. So also in marriages, there is nothing like I know it all. No. You exchange. That's what transaction is all about. There is bound to be an exchange. You cannot say, this is the way my father used to do it. That's the way I'm going to do it in my marriage. No. There's going to be an exchange of beliefs, ideas, exchange of some values, exchange of some things, some ideas. That's why I always tell couples, when you are coming into a marriage, you've got to come with a clean slate. Then you both will sit down and exchange ideas, talk about how you're going to run your home. Because there is bound to be an exchange. Is that okay? So that's how marriages goes. I want to say thank you. The truth is, I want to take questions. But in case I'm not able to take questions here, if you're on that page, you can drop your questions, and I'm going to take my time to answer the questions. I think my data, the information about me will be put on the. I don't know if it's already been put there for you to know, in case you need help, you need clarification. You understand? But if businesses are thriving, if businesses are, as in, we have some businesses that are like, fourth generation, I believe that marriages too can thrive if we just follow what the people that really have an understanding of real business, if we follow what they do, we can also thrive in our business, in our marriages. Thank you so much for your time. I'm waiting to receive our questions. Is that okay? If you're on that page, kindly drop your questions. I will personally attend to the questions. Thank you so much. Okay, but let me see if I can still take one or two, or let me see if you have on the chat. Can you please help me put there? Did you learn something? Any giveaway, any take home? If you need premarital coaches, you need help where your marriages is, you can connect. Is that okay? You can get my contacts and let's talk about it. Is that okay? You need a counsel? Let me know about it. Okay. Thank you. I can see my coach is on. My coach is here saying that teaching was insightful. I am grateful, ma'am. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, okay, so I will be expecting your questions and I will take time to attend to that. Is that okay? I celebrate you one more time and again and again. Please, marriages do last. Is that okay? And your home is going to last. But let's do the right thing. Let's do the needful. Let's connect. Let's see how we can help. Thank you.